This is a true story. Not the movie. Well, the movie, yes. Actually, both. I guess you say both are parts are a true story. So when I was in, it was third period going to fourth period. Fourth period, I had history class, 10th grade global with my mother. I kid you not.
Uh-oh.
Yes, and I'm not joking. My guidance counselor gave my mother as my teacher in high school. It's a
So
very unique experience.
I had my father here. So you know, JP, not alone.
It was one of the most weirdest, most unique experiences of my life. Um, Crazy to say, but the truth. That actually did happen. Anyways, one of the movies we watched in my mother's global class was Gandhi.
Oh my gosh, I haven't seen
JT,
that since high school.
please.
With
Swiped right, but I can choose another one.
Damn it. Okay, all right, fine. Ben Kingsley's gone. Ben Kingsley, yes, Ben Kingsley as
Yeah,
Gandhi from 1982. Best picture of the year, if I'm not mistaken, right?
Yeah, I
I
think it
believe
did win
so.
In the
Best
83.
Picture.
What's that?
It did win Best Picture, yes.
Okay. And it's a long movie. It's a very, very long movie. Um, Needless to say, it tells the life of Mahatma Gandhi and how his rise to fame, not power, but fame, and how he was portrayed by Ben Kingsley, and how the whole it's I would call it the Lawrence of Arabia of the 80s personally, because it's like a 3 hour movie. It's a total epic film. And I don't mean like epic, like, dude, it's total. No, I mean like it's an epic film. It's a 3 hour epic masterpiece, for lack of a better word. And it's a very powerful movie too about how Gandhi's rise to fame. And the last scene of the movie is him being shot because that's what happened in real
And the
life.
first and
First
the first
one.
scene of the movie.
Yeah, sorry about that. Yes, the first scene and the last scene is him dying. Um, it tells his life story and all that stuff, and how the British Empire. But this is obviously a very history centric movie. Not for World War II, but just for like how the British Empire operated back in the 20s, 30s, right? If I'm not mistaken. I forgot what I don't I forget the time period exactly. I've been
30s,
out of high
40s.
school. 30s, 40s. Thank you. For lack of a better word, though, this movie is a very powerful movie. It is Ben Kingsley. I think he won the Oscar too, right? For best actor, if I'm not mistaken. I think he did. I'm pretty sure he did. I'm drawing a blank on that part. But nonetheless, though, Gandhi is one of those movies that if you've never seen it and you have 3 hours to kill, watch Gandhi. You'll actually enjoy it. And don't watch it on TV. If you have like a Blu-ray copy or if you can find it on streaming, it is a crazy masterpiece of a film that was done in the 80s with Ben Kingsley as the lead actor. Fantastic movie overall. Do you guys have any comments for Gandhi at all from the 30s and 40s?
So
Go.
JT, um, I didn't have your mother as my global studies teacher, but
Okay, that's fine.
it was offered for any of my class's students to stay after school to watch this movie. And your mother did host the movie.
Of course you did.
What can I say? When I was in high school, I was an extra credit for.
You were.
I was.
Basically, everything
But
I've been
then
told.
again, who wasn't? Especially
Of course.
when it involves watching a movie.
Watching a movie
But
for extra credit?
in but in all honesty, this movie I feel was a very important movie in my development as a filmmaker, as a writer, as a critic. because I think this was one of the first movies that I was ever in awe of. Like there were other movies that I loved, but this is the first time I was like, oh wow. Like you notice the craft and the filmmaking on display. Um, you notice the performances, you notice how transformative it is. Like you don't even feel like you're watching actors. Like you feel like you're actually there watching the events unfold. And kudos to excuse me. Um kudos to the late great Dickie Attenborough for directing this masterpiece. Kudos to why am I blanking on his name? Jesus. Ben Kingsley. Kudos to Ben Kingsley for delivering a masterclass of a performance. Um, this absolutely deserves to be talked about in schools.
Yeah, and
Especially history class. But go on, Bill.
would you like to talk about that experience of watching the movie after school, Justin, with JT's mom in the room?
So I do have one story. There was, as there always is, a group of kids just chatting through the movie. And JT, your mother lost it. She was like, she yelled at them, will you stop it? Or the deal's off. I don't even have to be here.
Sounds about right. My mother's never been on the Super Review Show, but there's a good reason for that.
We'll just say this. JT's mom is a lovely lady, but do not mess with her.
If you, and I'm just saying this because I can, if you fuck with her, she will ruin your life.
No, she is
I'm
that
not joking.
person you do not want to. Let's just say she's that person. She could be your best friend
Or your worst enemy.
or your worst enemy.
Yeah.
There's no in between.
Nope.
Yeah, she's that person. She could either be your best friend or your worst enemy.
And I know she loves podcasts, so I really hope she downloads this episode. She can listen to this.
I think she'd get a kick out of it. I think she'd get a good kick out of it.
Well, luckily, I'm going to cut the show up into segments for the channel, but that's besides the point. Anyways,
by
but
by the
Gandhi,
way, Mrs. Mahoney, I do not blame you. I hate when people talk during the movie.
And because you know what?
Yes.
Because of that situation, I don't blame your JT. I don't blame your mom because she would be because hey, I'm doing this out of my and what Justin she'd offered it for other students for extra credit or something.
Yeah. Mrs. Mahoney was not my global studies teacher.
careful with names, guys, just letting you know. But I think I know who yours was, but that's the point.
But anyway,
You can tell me later.
they were anyway. I agree with you. It'd be like hey, I'm doing this out of my own time. I'm doing this out of the goodness in my heart. And if you don't appreciate it, then and you end up failing the class, that's a you problem because you had an opportunity to get extra credit. Like, did you have to write anything about it, Justin, or did you just have to watch it?
I can't remember. I feel like there were some things they wanted us to pay attention to, particularly with the whole India versus Pakistan, Hindus versus Muslims conflict in the third act.
Oh yeah.
Well, because remember, my teacher said, "Oh, I would like to show it to you guys, but that movie's going to take us a while. It's going to take us like a while to watch because it's 3 hours."
My thought, my global studies class, we watched a lot of movies too. I think we watched Last Samurai, Hotel Rwanda.
Ooh, I watched those two. I watched some of he only showed my teacher only showed us like a scene or two from Last Samurai. We did watch Hotel Rwanda though. Very powerful film, by the way.
Know that too.
Obviously, the beginning of Saving Private Ryan.
Oh, we watched the
Oh,
whole Saving Private Ryan.
The most disturbing one we've watched though was the boy in the striped pajamas.
Ooh, yeah, that is a pretty rough watch.
Yeah.
All
so long
right.
to see this. I barely get to see
Forget
stuff
about
in
that one.
my school. But then again, my school didn't have a lot.
Okay. So, anyone else have anything else to say about Gandhi?
I think we're good for Gandhi, guys. We're never back to the top.